Welcome back to Stepping Into My Power. I'm Elisa, and I'm really grateful you're here. Today, I want to talk about something that completely changed the way I understand growth, healing, manifestation, and creating a different life. Because I actually don't believe we experience reality in the way that most people think we do. I think we're constantly in relationship with it. I often describe it as playing chess with reality. Not because life is trying to beat us, but because every move we make changes the moves available next. Recently, I watched someone explain identity using the analogy of baking a cake. He said, if you keep using the exact same ingredients in the exact same order every single time, you're going to keep baking the exact same cake. And while that's a simple analogy, it points to something incredibly profound. If we continue thinking the same thoughts, reacting the same way, making the same choices, protecting the same identity, then we shouldn't be surprised when our life keeps producing the same results. One of the biggest shifts I've had over the last several years is realizing that life isn't just only asking us what we want, it's asking us, who are we becoming? Because blessings don't simply arrive because we ask for them. They have to arrive in an environment that can actually sustain them. And that environment is us. People often hear me talking about becoming the vibrational match for what you're asking for. Some people immediately think it's mystical, but to me, it's actually incredibly practical. If I want peace, I can't continue feeding chaos. If I want trust, I have to become trustworthy. If I want healthy relationships, I have to become someone capable of participating in one. If I want confidence, I can't continue to reinforce an identity built on insecurity. We often pray for new outcomes while fiercely protecting the version of ourselves that created the old ones. And those two things don't go together. Identity isn't just what you call yourself. Identity is what your nervous system has become familiar with. It's what your habits reinforce. It's what your choices repeatedly vote for. Every action is casting another vote towards the person you're becoming. This is why change feels uncomfortable, because your current identity often sees growth as a threat, not because growth is dangerous, but because it's unfamiliar. Our nervous system frequently mistakes familiar for safe, even when familiar is hurting us. I think that's why so many people feel stuck. They aren't lacking desire. They're trying to create a different future while negotiating with an old identity. Every single day, reality is asking us a question. Not what do you want, but who are you becoming? Because the answer to that question changes every decision that follows. The beautiful part is that identity isn't fixed. It isn't permanent. It's something we participate in creating. Every boundary, every difficult conversation, every habit, every time you choose integrity over impulse, every time you tell yourself the truth, you're becoming someone new. And eventually, reality starts responding differently. Not because life suddenly became fair, but because you became different. That's why I call it playing chess with reality. Every move matters. Every choice changes the board. And eventually, you're no longer reacting to life. You're intentionally participating in creating it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, keep stepping into your power, because by me living my truth, I hope to inspire you to live yours.